Number 21 on the Criterion Collection, Dead Ringers. Let's go. Um, Directed by David Cronenberg from 1988 in the United States. If you don't know anything about Cronenberg, Cronenberg is most well known for, but does not exclusively do, although close, uh, really effective body horror stuff. Um, if you need somebody to make something that isn't alive seem alive with like pulsing flesh and oozing bits, Cronenberg's your guy. It's really one of the things he does the most often. You can see his work in, say, the Jeff Goldblum movie The Fly, as Jeff Goldblum transforms into this hideous monster. Extends, which is a film about basically video game consoles but made out of living parts. Cronenberg does some genuinely brilliant but disturbing imagery. He's also well known for being in like the last two seasons of Star Trek Discovery as an actor. Go figure that one out. But here we're talking about Dead Ringers, which only has one brief sequence of what I would call body horror related stuff. It's a nightmare sequence. The movie is about two twin brothers. And there's a nightmare sequence where they are conjoined. And a woman unconjoins them with her teeth. It doesn't last terribly long and honestly doesn't fit most of the tone of the movie. But, you know, Cronenberg's got to Cronenberg a little. Dead Ringers is about two twin brothers who are both high-class gynecologists, but they essentially live as if they are one person. In fact, many people who meet them do not realize there's a them. They meet one and then the other, and they often just swap and take each other's places for things. Most especially, the older, more confident brother meets women, sleeps with women, and then when he's done with them, passes them on to the younger, more nerdy brother. Without ever telling the woman that she's been swapped out. And they seem to live just fine. The older brother is definitely more in charge of the relationship, but they both seem fine until the younger brother decides he likes the girl that he was assigned. And he wants to keep seeing her, even after she learns that there's actually two of them and she's in love with only one of them. And that starts to drive a wedge between the two brothers. And from there, it becomes kind of a story of losing your identity, losing your sense of self, and did you ever have a sense of self, and so on and so on. Drug-fueled rages, these sorts of things. I will leave the rest of the movie as a blank. It's pretty good, honestly. It's not as disturbing as I expected a Cronenberg movie to be, but not all of them are. Like, A History of Violence doesn't have any weird body horror stuff that I recall, but I'm sure the special effects are very special. I don't have much more to say to this. Jeremy Irons plays both brothers. It is fun to see. I do enjoy it when an actor plays twins and you get to see them play two different characters. Another movie where this was done very well is a movie called Adaptation, where Nicolas Cage plays twin brothers. And Adaptation is also excellent. If you enjoy this one, maybe go check that one out. It's more of a mind screwing than this one, in that Adaptation is a movie about the adaptation of the movie that you're watching being adapted as you're watching it. It's Charlie Kaufman, what can I say? But we're not here to talk about Adaptation. Dead Ringers was a good time. It was not as freaky deaky as I was expecting. Yeah, I'm sure there's probably more Cronenberg on this list somewhere. We will probably come back to him. And in fact, you know what? I've got the list in front of me. If you will indulge me for just a moment, let's find out. Cronenberg. There are 6 Cronenberg movies on here. And one of them is The Naked Lunch, which is going to be very interesting for me when we get to it. Having famously done a WTF cinema of that movie that still gets ripped apart to this day. Anyway, that's it for Dead Ringers. Number 21. Next time, number 22, still in the United States. We're on quite a streak here of English in the United States. We are watching a movie I am not familiar with called Summertime by David Lean, created in 1955. So I will see you then. As always, thanks for being a part of this.